Namaste friends, welcome to another episode of Books and Authors, and today we are going to do a book review of the book Why Hindu Dharma is Under Attack by Muslims, Christians and the Left, written by Maria Wirth. At first glance, I think the title appears controversial, but what I found inside was not merely a critique of contemporary debates, rather it's a book that asks some of the most difficult questions facing Hindu society today. Questions about Hindu identity, questions about conversion, secularism, historical memory, and questions many Hindus think privately but rarely discuss openly. That, in my opinion, is the real strength of this book. About the author, Maria Wirth came to India from Germany in 1980. What was meant to be a short visit became a lifelong journey for over 4 decades. She has studied Indian philosophy, interacted with spiritual teachers, and immersed herself in Sanatan Dharma. This gives her a unique perspective. She is neither a Hindu by birth nor a distant academic observer. She writes as someone who has spent years trying to understand India and its civilizational foundations. And what makes this book particularly interesting is its format. This is not a conventional academic work built around one linear argument. Rather, it is a collection of essays, letters, interviews, reflections, and responses to contemporary debates that Maria Wirth has engaged with over the course of her long association with India and Sanatan Dharma. The subjects range from Vedic wisdom and modern science to Hindutva, conversion, caste, secularism, historical memory, and civilizational identity. Yet, despite this diversity, a common thread that runs through the entire book, an attempt to understand why Hindu Dharma is often misunderstood, criticized, or viewed through frameworks that fail to capture its essence. And what makes this book different? The strength of this book, I think, lies in presenting sensational revelations, not sensational revelations or entirely new information. Its strength lies in bringing together a wide range of debates, observations, experiences, and questions into a larger civilizational conversation. And many of these subjects have been discussed before, but Maria offers a lucid, accessible, and experience-based interpretation of them. And more importantly, I would say, she demonstrates that difficult question can be asked openly and addressed without intellectual intimidation or unnecessary, complexity. The significance of the book lies not necessarily in introducing entirely new subjects, but in framing them through the lens of her 4 decades of lived engagement with the Dharma. And as the book progresses, it moves beyond religion into broader questions of identity and civilization. So, the chapters such as attacks on Hindus have an agenda, divisive forces and hateful voices, dharma or secularism, the caste question, should Indians stress on their sufferings like Jews do. These demonstrate that the author concerns extend beyond theology. She is ultimately asking a larger question. How does a civilization understand itself? How does it preserve memory? How does it respond to criticism? And how does it maintain confidence without becoming intolerant? These are questions that resonate far beyond the society alone. And the central argument, I would say, at the heart of the book is a simple argument. Maria believes that Hindu Dharma represents a uniquely pluralistic worldview. It allows multiple paths to absolute truth, and it does not insist that one prophet, one book, or one institution possess exclusive access to a salvation. According to her, this worldview often comes in conflict with the ideologies which are rooted in exclusivist truth claims. That tension forms the foundation of much of the criticism directed towards Hindu traditions. Whether readers agrees or disagree, the argument is presented clearly and consistently throughout the book. And what impressed me the most is the biggest strength of the book is not in its conclusion, it is its willingness to ask difficult questions. Maria writes from experience rather than ideology, and many chapters read less like political argument and more like reflections from someone who has spent 40 years observing India and trying to understand Hindu civilization. That experiential dimension gives the book authenticity. And the final verdict, I will say, I would like to describe the book in 5 words. The book as lucid. It is penetrating, contemplative, provocative and insightful. It is a book that everyone will agree, might not agree with, or nor is it a book that seeks to avoid controversy. But it is a book that encourages reader to think seriously about Hindu Dharma, identity, pluralism, history, civilization, and in today's age of slogans and soundbite, that is increasingly rare. So if you are interested in understanding the questions shaping contemporary debates around Hindu Dharma, I think this book is well worth reading. And thank you so much for watching. If you have read the book, let me know your thoughts in the comment, and I'll see you in the next review. Thank you so much for watching. And if you've liked the episode, if you've liked the review, kindly like and subscribe the Nationalist View. Thank you so much.